First for the visitors from Olivet. At guard, a 6-foot senior out of Detroit, number 0, Keon Rainey. At forward, a 6'5" junior out of Saginaw, number 2, Eddie Thigpen. At guard, a 6'1" junior out of Clio, that's number 3, Jared Long. At center, a 6'7" junior out of Mount Pleasant, number 11, Colin Carter. And another guard, a 6-foot junior out of Otisville, number 12, Sean Pardee. The Comets are coached by Sam Hargraves, who's assisted by Chad Lovelace, Mike McClary, and Brian Snyder. And now, Wheaton College fans, on your feet, the starting lineup for your Wheaton College Thunder. At one guard, a 5'11" sophomore out of Thunder Ridge, number 13, Tyson Cruikshank. At another guard, we have a 6'1" junior out of Orlando, number 20, Niamie Adom. At a third guard, we have a 6'1" junior out of Bartlett, number 10, Colin Vegas. At forward, a 6'6" junior out of Mechanicsburg, PA, that's number 2, Cade Alioff. And at center, a 6'8" senior out of Chicago, number 25, Anajawan Spencer. Wheaton College is coached by Mike Schauer, who's assisted by JP, John Panner, Joel Smith, and Zach Quam.
Good evening and a welcome inside King Arena on the campus of Wheaton College. I'm Tim Calderwood filling in tonight. Men's basketball action, Wheaton hosting Olivet, finishing off a very busy day on campus as it's been the last couple of weeks athletic-wise. Here are the fine introductions of the starting lineups. So let's quickly recap them for Olivet. Keon Rainey, Eddie Thigpen, Jared Long, Colin Carter, and Sean Pardee. For Wheaton, Cade Alioff, Colin Vegas, Tyson Cruikshank, Niamie Adom, and Anajuan Spencer. Let's see how Wheaton responds after the loss this week, their first of the season, where Lake Forest jumped out of the gates and had a big early lead against Wheaton in a 78-75 decision. Olivet wins the opening tip. They are in control here on the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network. They are in the red jerseys, traveling right to left as you view at home. And a travel in front of the Wheaton bench. Keon Rainey turns it over on the first venture up the floor for Olivet. Under a new head coach this year, Sam Hargraves pretty much completely turned over his roster. Hargraves, previously the head coach at Olivet College in the same conference. Up top, it's Cruikshank for 3, and he splashes in the first points of the day. The sophomore averages 21.3 points per game, along with 7.7 rebounds from the guard position. It's the second leading scorer in the CCIW earlier this year. Olivet can score in bunches, though. Here's Pardee, and another travel. Eddie Thigpen, 2 possessions and 2 turnovers for Olivet. Wheaton with the early 3-0 lead in the first minute of play on this Saturday night. An on-conference matchup. Wheaton busy before Thanksgiving. They will host the University of Chicago or travel to the University of Chicago, I should say. And then they're at Ripon after Thanksgiving next Saturday as well, before opening conference play against Illinois Wesleyan on December 4th. Good no-look pass out to the open Alioff. 3-pointer rims away. Ripping it down is Carter for Olivet. Comets looking to move, pull up on the baseline. Sean Pardee drops it in. 15.5 points per game for Sean Pardee, the junior out of Otisville, Michigan. And there's a travel for Wheaton, giving it back to Olivet. As Sam Hargraves, he's in the blue shirt with a red tie there on the Olivet bench, his first season at the helm. Led Alma to the round of 8, the sectional final in 2016. Kind of patented his own defense there. Olivet anything but. Off the dribble, Pardee pulls up baseline left. Back from whence it came. Adom, top of the key, rolls right, pulls up, right-handed three-pointer, back iron. Rebound kept alive by the Thunder, falling away. It's U Vegas in control. Adom will set up the second chance opportunity and hands in the passing lane. Shot clock down to 12. That, of course, a new point of emphasis in the NCAA this year. Offensive rebounds will reset to 20 instead of the full 30. And early on this year, you can see scoring is up. Olivet averaging 87.5 points per game in their two contests. Wheaton at 83.7 points per contest. Shot clock at 3. Have to hurry from the top of the key to beat the buzzer. Spencer, no, but another offensive rebound. Alioth into the corner. Cruikshank drives baseline. Kicks it up and in. All 5 points for Wheaton from that man, Tyson Cruikshank. And it's a 5-2 Wheaton advantage. 2.5 into the first. Rainey dribbles it out of bounds. Boy, Olivet's having problems early. That is 3 turnovers. And not even 3 minutes into this game. 5-2 Wheaton in front. Rainey meeks Cruikshank. Flips it left for Spencer. Ball above his head. Hounded defensively. Adom to the rack and in. On the cutter. Now here's Olivet sprinting the other way. Jared Long down Broadway. Turned on the Jets and said, catch me if you can. 7-4. Wheaton ahead 3 minutes into this one. Cruikshank, wraparound pass, and one. Cade Alioth with the bucket. Off of the great bounce pass, let's get a look at it. There's the cutting Cruikshank, wrapped it around to the wide open Alioth for 2. We'll have our first sub coming in. One of the things with Sam Hargraves and a basically completely new roster trying to install his own system. Plenty of chances for players to see the floor. For Olivet, Chris Martin is in, along with Britton Angel. And Noah was wary. No good on the attempt to finish the three-point play. Wheaton nearly 80% free throw shooting team. Here's Colin Carter underneath, has his defender bite. And a good job of adjusting defensively for Alioth to force the miss. And we got an offensive foul as Alioth was looking to gain separation in the post. There was a lot of contact down there, and the referee right away signaling offensive foul on Cade Alioth. 5-point Wheaton advantage, 16:15 to play first half. Jared Long cruising to the rack. Spins around and floats it towards Angel, back out high. Chris Martin on the take. Clears it out, shot clock half gone. Lots of time to work with here. Angel having some trouble underneath. The hands in the passing lane from Gavin Hawkins interrupt. Angel bounces it to Carter, wing left, 8-footer no. Controlling the rebound underneath is Adom. Olivet's been very good on the glass. They're out rebounding opponents by over 15 per game. That's your big key tonight because Wheaton's pretty good on the glass as well. They're a little bit under 12 better than their opponents. Adom floats in the 3, and it's an 8-point lead at 12-4. Again, Jared Long stood up on his drive attempt. Carter at the elbow. Back out high. Martin underneath, twisting and scoring. Right around, and Ajuan Spencer stayed on the ground defensively. Martin just beat him to the rack. The lead is 6. 5 minutes into this one. And Hawkins couldn't handle the pass. Thomas Lipscomb enters. Eddie Thigpen back for Olivet. 14:57 left on this Saturday night in the first half. Here's Martin. Jump stop. Runs into the defensive Spencer. Long tries to knife along the baseline, and cleaning it up is Gavin Hawkins. Leaning in, a dome. Misses the 18-footer. Olivet back in transition quickly. Wizwary passed on the shot. And now it's Martin taking to the hole, and he will score. Strong take from Chris Martin. He ran into Thomas Lipscomb and was able to bank it in as Martin makes his way to the free throw line, where he's 8 of 13 this year. Chris Martin is not a starter for Olivet, but he is the second leading scorer at 16 points per game and 18 minutes per contest. So talk about productivity. Almost a point a minute for Martin this year, as he tries to finish what he started. And Olivet's within 3. Alioth returns for Wheaton. A break for Anajuan Spencer. Here comes the token pressure on Wizwary. Cruikshank tried to accelerate, now slows it down and waits. Patience here for Wheaton offensively. They keep looking for the cutter. Adome steps back and buries the three-pointer. Adome made only 2 3-pointers in the first 3 games of the year. He's made 2 in the first 6 minutes of this game. SWAT factory. Lipscomb with a rejection. Drew Moore in for Olivet. This Olivet team shoots 52% from the field. They've struggled here early on the road. In the lane, the newly entered Moore drew the back of the rim. Cruikshank quickly surveying. Alioth cuts towards the hole, and it's knocked away. Martin in possession. Martin takes off. Martin all the way to the hole, off to the right on the hook shot. And now Wheaton will try to slow this possession down. Plenty of time to work with here as Adome steps back for another 3, in and out. He almost made more 3-pointers than he had all year in the first 6+ minutes of this one. Long driving baseline. Around the arc it goes. Angel for 3. Short. Hawkins can't control. Angel runs into a crowd, and there's a travel. Another turnover for Olivet. Colin Vegas returns. For Olivet, it's Keon Rainey. Early look at the stats. Wheaton shooting 54% from the floor. Olivet is 4 out of 12, 33%. They have as many turnovers, Olivet, 4, as they do field goals early in this one. And yet they're only down 6. Vegas steps back into the corner. The 3-pointer, no good from Lipscomb. On the ground, a foul. A lot of contact there as Vegas tried to bring in the rebound. And 20 on the shot. Alioth in the corner. Around it goes. Cruikshank in front of the Olivet bench. Left it short on the 3. Will Olivet push? Angel takes all the way and scores. Boy, he had someone on the wing and decided to take it himself. 1 on 3. Down the middle for the layup. 15-11 the score. See, the Rowdies are starting to file in today. Football team was victorious this afternoon. They're on to the second round next week. They'll be at home against Central. Lipscomb for 3, too long. Here comes Wizwary on the rebound. He'll take on the Jets all the way to the hole. And a run into Cruikshank defensively. Well, in transition, Olivet is really not afraid to let those guards go with the ball in their hand. Perhaps sensing the ability to, at the very least, draw a foul, if not have an opportunity at a layup. Was Wary's first visit to the free throw line this season. The freshman out of Jenison, Michigan, averages 4 points per game as he connects on attempt number 1. Sean Pardee returns. One more upcoming. And both are good for Wizwary. 15-13, Olivet has cut it to 2. Rainey pressures Cruikshank and he threw it away. Pardee brings it up the floor. The junior for Olivet. Wizwary angling left between the rings. Spin move underneath. He's stuffed by Alioff. Offensive rebound, the cutter to the hole, and a layup to tie it. Britton Angel knifed through, and then he almost forces a turnover as well. Olivet has done a good job of staying the course, surviving the early Wheaton onslaught. All even at 15 apiece. Cruikshank with the shot clock half gone. Cutter to the hole. Uvegas delivers. Bartlett, Illinois product. Colin Uvegas attended South Elgin High School. Wheaton back in front 17-15. We close in on the midpoint of this first half. Rainey lobs it for Carter, and he's denied. Third shot block today for Wheaton. This time it's Spencer. Angel pulls up right of the lane and splashes in from 12. And now Rainey went for the steal, and he's obstructed as he came away with the basketball. Fouls on Wheaton. Take a look. Rainey just went in on Cruikshank, and then he got tripped up. That's the fourth foul on Wheaton. And Olivet looking for the lead for the first time today. Head fake for Wizwary. Coming back to his left. Looks for the cutter through the hands of Long. And a turnover back to the Thunder. In a 17-all contest as we reach the midpoint of this first half. Alioff and one. Backing his defender in, switching hands and scoring. Foul was actually on the help defense coming from Colin Carter. That's his first. Team foul number 3. To the line heads Alioff, who was unsuccessful on his first attempt at a three-point play tonight. Can he deliver here the old-fashioned way? And he does. 20-17. Rainey in the corner. Back up top it goes. A lob. Pardee has it knocked away. That was Alioff active defensively. Tipping it to Adome, who brings it up. Right-handed bounce pass. Isolation right side. Alioff. Floater, no. Hung on the rim for a while, but just couldn't hit the 5-footer. Here's Chris Martin in transition off the window. Didn't even hit the rim. Not sure if Spencer was in there defensively to get a piece of that or not. Good defense nonetheless on the drive. The wide open Olivet offense, we'll say that. Adome steps in this time, 18-footer off to the left. Long outlets ahead to Carter, who had to check where he was on the floor. 8:45 to play first half. Rainey denied. Eli Considine on the block. And here's Adome, 1-on-3 to the hole and in. Timeout Olivet. Defense leads to offense, right? A full timeout for Olivet. They're out of the Michigan Intercollegiate Athletic Association in Olivet, Michigan. I mentioned first-year head coach Sam Hargraves. Wheaton defeated Olivet last year, and the second ever meeting between these two teams, it was 92-81 here in Wheaton. Meeting number 3 tonight, 22-17, Wheaton in front. Thunder looking to bounce back after that short turnaround over the weekend with the season opening victories over Principia and Wisconsin River Falls. And then that loss to Lake Forest. Fierce comeback in the second half, though. 8:35 to play first half. Wheaton 22, Olivet 17. Thunder have scored the last 5 points. Olivet 6 of 15 from the floor. Wheaton 7 of 15. Now the Thunder have relied a lot on the outside shot. They've taken 15 attempts from the field, and only 10 of those, or I guess only 5 of those have been inside the arc, and one of those was an 18-footer. Out of the timeout, Olivet with possession. Pardee tastes his time. Chris Martin leading Olivet right now with 5 points. And that time it was Sean Pardee to the hole. Leading scorer for Wheaton. Yamier Adome already with double figures. He owns 10 points in the ball game and is 4 out of 8 from the floor. Rainey forces the travel defensively. (22-19) the score. Of course, so early in the season, you obviously want to win every game early on, but the biggest thing you need to do is kind of find your own identity. There's another travel for Olivet. Kind of looks like it's early in the season for both of these teams, doesn't it? For Olivet, just their 3rd game. For Wheaton, the 4th. Kind of a busy stretch here. Now, the NCAA changed the rules a couple of years ago to allow you to have an earlier start. Wheaton essentially had a bye through the first week of the year. Adome held up as he was driving towards the hole. But Wheaton opted to avoid that first weekend and stay for that tournament, of course, the Lee Fund Classic. They're going to host a holiday tournament this year as well. St. Mary's will be here on December 30th. Dubuque is also in that tournament. Shot clock under 10. Gavin Hawkins leaves it on the edge. All alone, Considine. Justin scores. Nice round of applause from the Wheaton faithful. Colin Carter was airborne as Considine scores. How about the ball movement? Wow! Colin Carter off of the secondary feed. Tic-tac-toe, 24-21. Under 7 minutes to play in the first half. 3-pointer, Spencer wide left. Ball's out of bounds to Olivet. take a look at the rebound. Actually, they're going to say it was a foul rather than out of bounds. First on Gavin Hawkins, fifth on Wheaton. A 3 would tie it, but Olivet has not done their scoring from the perimeter today. They're a 40% three-point shooting team. Here's Martin outside the paint, and a travel. Turnovers have been the big story early here for Olivet. Even if they cut down on them by half, they might find themselves winning this ball game here early. They have 8 turnovers. Long on a dome, ball in his hand, nice step back move, and the finish. Hung on the rim and drops in. Niamiea Dome. 21 points per game entering action tonight. And now the takeaway. Can he take it all the way? A Dome left it short. Thigpen on the glass for Olivet. Here they come in transition. Too hot to handle for the sleeping Colin Carter. Just couldn't control it. Don't know if he saw Gavin Hawkins coming in defensively or what. 5:45 to play first half. Wheaton by 5, 26-21. On the wing, it's Alioff. Up high to a Dome. Shot clock ticking down. 10 to work with. The screen, a Dome rolls into a crowd. Jump ball. Possession arrow stays with the Thunder, but only 4 on the shot clock. Britton Angel off the bench for Olivet. Spencer off the set piece. Little strong with his 12-footer. Hardy brings it up the floor. Angles right. Cuts to the hole. Wraps it around to the open Angel. Left corner for 3. Nope. Offensive rebound, though, for Carter. There haven't been many of those for Olivet early. And now here's Party for 3. Rim has a lid on it right now for Olivet, but a third chance on this venture. Shot clock down to 15. Waiting patiently, shot clock at 5. To the hole, Thigpen off the window, no. U Vegas corrals for the Thunder. 4.5 to play in the first. Travel. (26-21). Wheaton has led throughout this half. Here's Tyson Cruikshank returning. I'm Tim Calderwood. Glad to have you with us from Wheaton College and King Arena here on the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network. Filling in with all the busy activities happening on campus today. Spin move and the finish from Thigpen. Was on its way down, came out, and then worked its way back in as Olivet draws within 3 at 26-23. 4-minute mark of the first half. Spencer for 3. Yes! Tyson Cruikshank kicked it out to Anajuan Spencer, who is 6 of 16 from the land of 3 this year. Tied for the second most makes on the team from bonus distance. Taken away. The Lipscomb aggressive on the defensive end. Cruikshank all the way. Tried to float it in. Little teardrop from 5 feet. No. Olivet with numbers. Thigpen to the hole. Wow. Score it and a foul. He sensed the contact coming. Just kind of threw it up hoping to adjust. And now he'll have a chance to finish on the three-point play. Eddie Thigpen, 6'5", 180 pounds, out of Saginaw, Michigan. Leading scorer for Olivet on the year. 8 of 12 at the line. Yeah, we've got a lane violation, which will allow Thigpen a second chance. Again, looking to bring Olivet within 3. This time it spins through. 29-26 as Thigpen finishes off the three-point play. Boy, Olivet's beating you from a lot of different ways right now. Many different players involved. Spencer steps back again. Fighting for the rebound. Alioth keeps it alive. Spencer backing his way in to the hole. No. That was a big mismatch on Jared Long defensively. And last touch by Wheaton. It'll stay with Olivet as Chris Martin returns out of Santa Cruz, California. Under 3 minutes to play in the first half. Entertaining first half. Hardy pulls up. His J is long. Considine on the glass. Wheaton trying to slow things down here late in the first half. Adome. 13. Rimmed out. Rebound in the hands of Long. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Olivet. Noah is where he returns. A 3 ties it. Martin. Nope. Considine on the glass. Just took it away. Alioth has it on the wing. Backing his way in against Martin. Spins, adjusts, no, but a foul. Pretty move. Look at that spin. He caught Martin flat-footed. First foul on Martin. And team foul number 5. Fouls are not a problem for either side right now. Wheaton with 6, so the next one would send Olivet to the line. But with just over 2 minutes to play in the half. Free throw is good from Alioth, the junior. Averaging double digits this year, 10.3 points per game. One of 4 Wheaton players in double figures. Cruikshank and Adome leading the way. Couple of perfect free throws. Getting a little distance for Wheaton here. Martin wasn't ready for that one. With less than 2 minutes to play in this first half. Pardee drives to the hole off the window. Rebound still free. Shot clock did not reset because it didn't hit rim. Angel obstructed underneath as well. And guess who? It's Eli Considine. He's been all over the place. A catalyst for Wheaton defensively. All alone in the corner. Three-pointer, no from U Vegas. But an offensive rebound, and now Considine travels. A little hesitation. Almost a situation where you end up surprised to find yourself that wide open. We got about 25 to play in the first. 5-point Wheaton advantage, 31-26. Bouncing to the hole, taken away from Colin Carter. We close in on the final minute of the half. Adome underneath and a foul. Yame Adome to the free throw line. No good on his first attempt. This is a very young Wheaton team for Mike Schauer. Just 2 seniors on the squad. A split of the pair and a 6-point Wheaton advantage at 32-26. Olivet slowing it down. Ball in the hands of Martin. Looking to take Spencer. Backs him up. No look feed to Carter. Help defense coming in. That's knocked away. Vegas with the active hands. Considine in transition. No. Ball is loose. Offensive rebound, and it's Considine again. Can't say enough about the first half for him. The freshman out of Portage, Wisconsin, Eli Considine. Shot clock, game clock about even here. Olivet will hold for the final shot, down by 8. That's their largest deficit of the half. Martin into traffic, wraps it around. Wizweri dribbles in and splashes home the adjusted 17-footer. That's how we'll head to the half. There's some talking here. It was 34-26. That shot was good, right? They counted it? Should have counted it, which would make it 34-28. Right now, there it is. They've just changed it on the scoreboard. I was going to say, I don't think there was ever a doubt in that one. It's a 6-point advantage for Wheaton at the half, 34-28. They've led throughout. But boy, this Olivet team is really athletic and creating some problems. They are quick up the floor, but Wheaton's done a good job of slowing down the transition game for the most part here in the first half. Second half of action comes your way in a bit. This is the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network.
Be inspired as you seek to make a difference in the lives of children as an elementary, middle, or high school teacher.
Be challenged by a strong academic program that prepares you for the leadership skills needed to lead a classroom.
Be equipped with the strategies and tools from experienced professors in a program that boasts a 100% passing rate for all licensure exams.
Be inspired to lead others to the Christian faith as professional English language teachers serving across the globe.
Be challenged as you dive deep into learning about other cultures while understanding how to create the bridge between English and the native language of your students.
Be equipped as you gain valuable skills and lessons from leading researchers and teachers in the field who have decades of experience and whose work spans 6 continents.
Be inspired by diving deep into the study of the Bible and understanding the theology behind our faith.
Be challenged with advanced study of biblical and theological knowledge.
Be equipped to expand your knowledge, build your academic skills, develop critical reflection, and serve for Christ in His kingdom.
Be inspired as you grow in your ministry and collaborate with other leaders like you.
Be challenged, stretch your thinking, and deepen your understanding of your mission.
Be equipped to raise your level of leadership as you raise up faithful followers of Christ.
Be inspired to serve a world filled with justice and suffering.
Be challenged with a rigorous academic program that trains you to analyze psychological theory and research from a faith-based worldview and apply it to serve the needs of individuals and families in need of healing.
Be equipped to integrate your Christian faith and practice with the best of contemporary scholarship and professional standards in the disciplines of clinical psychology, counseling, and marriage and family therapy.
One word I'd use to describe my Wheaton experience is purposeful. And I say purposeful because through people and experiences here, the Lord has been teaching me to reorient my desires and aspirations for work in His kingdom.
Flourishing. I chose the word flourishing because of the specific leadership and mentorship opportunities I've experienced at Wheaton, and how they've allowed me not only to grow here, but given me the confidence to navigate life after Wheaton.
Winning. I chose the word winning because I feel like all my friends and professors have encouraged me to have a winning mindset.
Full. I chose the word full because my Wheaton College experience has been full of mentorship and friendship here, and I've been left with intergenerational friendship that I'm going to take with me for the rest of my life.
Transformative. The reason why I chose the word transformative is because of all the ways I've been influenced by my professors, my peers, and my friends at my time at Wheaton.
Rooted. The reason I chose the word rooted is because I am leaving Wheaton grounded in both my faith and calling.
Unexpected. The reason I chose this word is because I expected to be challenged by Wheaton's academics, but I wasn't expecting how I would be challenged and grown through Wheaton's athletics, student life, and student engagement.
Deep. I chose the word deep because of the deep relationships I've been able to build with friends and all the people I've been able to meet at Wheaton.
Holistic. I chose that word because Wheaton has taken my education and my vision for my life, and it's expanded it and shaped it physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually in every way.
Journey. The reason why I chose Journey is because of the many highs and lows that I've experienced here at Wheaton. These highs and lows are a taste of what life after Wheaton is going to be like, and this is why I love Wheaton.
Tim Calderwood filling in tonight on the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network. We're at the half. Wheaton 34, Olivet 28 in a non-conference men's basketball matchup. Some numbers from the first half. Wheaton shot 40.6% from the floor, 13 of 32. They were 4 of 14 from three-point range, at 4 of 6 at the line. For Olivet, 12 of 31 from the floor, 38.7%. Now here's the big difference. Field goal attempts pretty much the same between both teams. Olivet has taken only 3 from beyond the arc. They are 0 for 3. Wheaton has taken 14 of their 32 attempts from three-point range. Olivet a perfect 4 of 4 from the free throw line in the first half. Rebounds 21-18 in favor of Olivet, who opens the second half with possession in the traveling red uniforms. To the hole, Jared Long, too strong. And Anajuan Spencer cleans up for his first rebound of the day. Nadamier Adome leads the way with 13 points for Wheaton. Britton Angel leads Olivet with 6. Here's Spencer for 3 off to the right. Elevating for the rebound is Jared Long, and here comes Olivet looking to push in transition. Big number for Olivet in the first half was turnovers, 13 of them, which led directly to 15 Wheaton points. Think about that, almost half of the total for Wheaton in the first half off of Olivet miscues. Slow start here in the second for both sides in the first minute of play. Spencer in the triple threat. Cruikshank around a screen, steps in, he's fouled, and he hits. Tyson Cruikshank picked up 2 fouls in the first half, limited to just 11 minutes. Only scored 5 points, but he makes good on his first attempt here in the second half, adjusting the 17-footer. And he cannot complete the three-point play with a free throw drifting off to the right. Olivet with 15 points from their bench in the first half of play. Sam Hargraves with a active bench. A lot of players see the floor. Spencer with a swat. And an offensive foul. Cade Alioff, the guilty party. (36-28), Wheaton with the advantage. Early in the second half today. Wheaton got off to a good start, something that plagued them earlier this week in their loss to Lake Forest. Shot clock down to 10. Thigpen recovers, leaves it for Rainey. Just inside the right elbow, hits the 14-footer. 36-30. Olivet's been hanging close. Largest lead in this game was 8 points by Wheaton. That happened on a couple occasions. To the hole, a dome, yes. Niamie Edom with the ball in his hand takes to the hole. Three-pointer from Party. Nope. Just to give you an idea, I was talking in the first half a lot about Olivet's transition offense. Here's a dome in the left corner for three. Yes. Timeout, Olivet. Quick timeout here to start the second half. It's a 7-2 run to start the second half. And a big reason why is Niamie Edom burying the three-pointer uncontested in the left corner. Just to go back to that point, I was talking about the transition offense of Olivet. 12 made field goals in the first half and only 2 assists. They are at their best getting out in transition. And here in the second half, Wheaton has been able to prevent Olivet from getting ahead in transition. I'm Tim Calderwood, glad you're along. Five of the 7 points on this run for Wheaton have come from Niamie Edom. And Anajuan Spencer is feeling it right now. Breaking out the dance moves, all smiles. As Wheaton enjoys their largest lead of the game at 41-30. Thigpen spins, adjusts, short against Spencer defensively. Cruikshank stood up to the hole. Another number I haven't talked about, by the way, first half blocks. Wheaton with 5 of those. Lead continues to swell. And it's 43-30 after the 2 free throws from Cruikshank. Chris Martin has entered for Olivet. Stutter step, bounces back up high for Party. Drives to the hole well short. How about Cruikshank sliding in but stepping out of bounds? And the officials will say that it is a reset for Olivet. essentially saying that Cruikshank indeed had possession. Now the officials are going to get together and talk. The offensive rebound resets to 20. We mentioned that early on the rule change, and they're going to actually say that possession was never gained. Or will they? Now the shot clock's been reset to 30. I thought I saw a 10 signal. No, they're saying 30. That was what the conversation was. Did they go to 20 or the full 30? 20 would be if it was an offensive rebound. Cruikshank, aggressive, may have just picked up his third foul. And indeed he has. He read it the whole way. And he's going to exit with Eli Considine coming in. .16.5 remaining. On the baseline, Carter hesitates, backs it up towards Rainey. Here's Martin driving to the hole, too strong. Alioth in possession for the Thunder. And a carry on U Vegas. Party resets in front of the Olivet bench. Around the perimeter it goes. Party's going to try from the top of the key. Short. As Home meets up with Rainey defensively. Angling right. Help from Spencer coming in. Travels. Britton Angel, Noah Wiswary back for Olivet. First appearance here in the second half. Eddie Thigpen returning as well. The only change for Wheaton here in the first 4.5 minutes of the second has been the entrance of Eli Considine. Wiswary tried to turn on the Jets, was bumped into by Considine. Here comes Gavin Hawkins. Martin, too hot for Thigpen, backs up on it. Party to the hole, nope. Weak side rebound for U Vegas, and the Thunder will slow things down again, trying to play a half-court game. And one. Niamie Adom to the hole. The hesitation, the help defense came, and he's still able to score. Olivet stuck on just 2 points. Rebound for Thigpen. Wiswary tries to swoop in. Looks for the cutter. Party throws it up as he sensed the contact coming. And Sean Pardee will head to the free throw line. First foul on Niamie Adom. Team foul number 4 already for Wheaton. Only player who battled foul trouble in the first half was Tyson Cruikshank, and he's on the bench having picked up his third here early in the second. 14:45 to go, 13-point advantage. Denied. U Vegas stood up by Thigpen. Wiswary chases down in the corner. Clears it out. Here's Martin to the hole. Floats it in. Again, the speed of Olivet. They're going to need to get some easy baskets to try to work their way back into this game here in the second half. Down 11, 45-34. There's an easy takeaway for Martin, and he's going to have an uncontested flush. Chris Martin with a steal and the dunk. Exactly what Olivet needs to do to get back into this game, 45-36. Vegas denied by Martin in a late whistle. Martin can't believe it with his hands on his head. Judge for yourself. He came in with the help defense. Vegas to shoot a pair. 2 points in the first half. Offensive rebound off the miss. And a reset for Wheaton, leading by 10. Alioth on the baseline, backing his way in against Martin, underneath the bucket. Scoops and scores. Timeout Wheaton. (48-36) with 13:20 to play in this one. Wheaton with the advantage. Thunder trying to finish a 4-game stretch of contests here at home to start the year, 3-1. Losing to Lake Forest 78-75 earlier this week. Their next 5 games will be on the road. They have the University of Chicago coming up next. And then it'll be at Ripon on Saturday, and then the conference schedule starts with road games at Illinois Wesleyan and at Milliken. They have a game at Calvin on December 10th. Mentioned already, they have the holiday tournament coming up at the end of 2019 on December 30th and 31st. Wheaton at 46%, Olivet at 36% right now. Olivet still 0 from three-point range. They've only attempted 5 shots from out there. Thunder have done a better job on the glass here in the second half. They are now +2 at 28-26 after being -3 in the first half. Martin, a long 3, short, fighting for it. Gavin Hawkins controls. Alioth working in against Martin. Shot clock half gone. Adom up high. Now it's Hawkins with 10. Threw it away. Ball is free. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Wheaton. Shot clock at 5. Wheaton needs to hurry. Adom dribbles in. Three-pointer well short. Considine, no reset. Shot clock violation. I'm Tim Calderwood with you on the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network. Men's basketball action on yet another busy weekend here on the campus of Wheaton College. A little bump as Wiswary was on his way to the hole. Eli Considine with his second. Colin Vegas returns. .24 on the shot clock for Olivet. Martin setting the screen in the corner. Chasing down a loose ball. Adom comes away. Adom 1-on-2 to the hole. Yes. Threads the needle right down the middle, and now here's Olivet in transition. And an easy bucket for Angel. That's how Sam Hargraves wants to play, up and down the floor. 50-38. $11:50 remaining in the ball game. Wheaton led by 6 at the half. They've doubled the lead to 12 here in the second. Hawkins tries the three. Here comes Wiz Wary and a carry. Take a look at Adome moments ago. He's having a game. Niamie Adome, 21 points per ball game. Second on the team. Tyson Cruikshank with 3 fouls has returned behind him. Cruikshank drives, and he'll run into Drew Moore. Moore with very limited first half action. Saw the floor for just a minute. Commits his first foul, team foul number 5. Cruikshank visits the stripe. Perfect on attempt number 1, 3 fresh bodies for Olivet, all starters. Rainey, Long, and Pardee return. 51-38 Wheaton. And make it a 14-point lead at 52-38. Martin lost the handle. Long chases it down to save the possession. And Cruikshank is going to be hit with his 4th foul. He hasn't really gotten started for Wheaton offensively today. He's battled the fouls. And he'll take a seat maybe for the rest of the day. I don't know if that'll be the case. It'll probably depend on whether Mike Schauer needs him or not down the stretch. Right now, Wheaton leads by 14. 11 minutes left. Jared Long up high to Chris Martin. Crisscrossing. Martin driving right side of the lane. Long has it again. Out high to Rainey. Wide open 3 is good. That's the first 3 for Olivet today. 52-41. Vegas in the lane for Spencer, who's held. Sean Pardee with a foul, his 3rd. And the next one sends Wheaton to the line. Possession stays with the Thunder. And a hold. Pardee may have picked up his 4th. That is on Pardee. And it's bonus time now for Wheaton. Britton Angel enters in place of Pardee. So you got Cruikshank on the Wheaton bench with 4 fouls. And now Pardee. With his 4th. Too strong there. Rainey accelerates. Considine slows him up defensively. Rainey now on the left edge. Picks up his dribble, looks for a cutter. And it's out of bounds to Wheaton. .53-41, Wheaton in front. Midpoint of the second. Alioth to Spencer. Back to Alioth. Underneath. Adjusts and strikes. Cade Alioth. 55-41. 14-point Wheaton advantage. Martin, isolated, left side, step back, off the window and in. Spencer for three, got it. And a timeout on the floor. Full timeout for Wheaton, 58-43, largest lead of the night. Peering in on the Wheaton huddle. The Thunder here in the second half have just done a really good job on defense. A lot of help coming in, and they've basically forced Olivet to turn this into a half-court game. Wheaton at 47% from the floor. They're 6 of 18 from three-point range. That's the other thing Wheaton has done very well here in the second half. Less three-point attempts. In a lot of cases, you don't want to say settling for a three-point shot because there are situations when you can find yourself wide open and you take the three anyway. But if it comes early in a shot clock situation, often you can end up working for a little bit of a better look. And Wheaton has definitely done a better job of that here in the second half. And again, a better job on the glass as well. They are +5 on the glass here in the second half. They have led the whole game. Olivet has tied it only once. "22 points for Niamey Yadom. With Tyson Cruikshank on the bench, 4 fouls. Martin denied by Spencer. Three players in double figures for Wheaton. Cruikshank does have 11. Alioth with 11 as well. Considine, free throw line extended, good. Chris Martin leading Olivet with 11 points as they try to accelerate to the hole and draw the quick foul. That's just 2 passes up the floor, and look at Martin working his way in uncontested. Spencer commits his second foul. Martin out of Santa Cruz, California. Most of this Olivet roster from Michigan. They have Martin and one player from Ohio, Thorne Stevens, who hasn't seen the floor. Out comes the towel. Martin could not hit the free throw. Strikes on the second, and he'll take a break. Eddie Thigpen enters. See what that does for Olivet. With Martin off. Leading scorer tonight for Olivet. And they're going to come up with a little bit of some pressure on Wheaton. Slight change defensively, trying to trap. U Vegas able to handle easily off the bounce pass from Adome. Closing in on 8 minutes left in this one. Adome in front of the Wheaton bench, ball in his left hand, up high to U Vegas. Back to his right for Alioth. Spencer steps out and hits another three. And Ajuan Spencer from outside. 19-point lead, 63-44. .745 remaining. Long bumps in as the basketball comes into our general vicinity and rolls all the way down the floor, quite literally. From one end to the other. Both teams are in the bonus. So shooting foul anyhow here for Jared Long. .735 left. Considine, high left, back to Spencer. Considine recovers into the corner. Vegas along the baseline, underneath the basket. Angel in transition, ahead to Carter, who draws the foul. Took one look at who was coming, and then the no-look bounce pass to Carter, who was expecting. Third foul on Anajuan Spencer. Colin Carter at the line, the 6'7" junior from Mount Pleasant, Michigan. There's a lot of athleticism on this Olivet roster. As Carter delivers, here comes Gavin Hawkins for Wheaton. And a sub for Olivet as well. It'll be the first appearance today for Delbert Redfield, junior from Charlotte, Michigan. He attended Olivet High School. Hawkins with a rebound, Wheaton by 18. As Carter splits the pair. And again, they can afford to take some time here, but they got to watch out for that. Thigpen diving on top of the loose ball. A jump ball. As Spencer was on top of Eddie Thigpen, and the arrow is with Olivet. .702 to go. False. The arrow's with Wheaton. They'll go to a different spot for the inbound play. The Olivet received the ball to start the second half. Adome drives in, too strong. Angel wrestles the rebound away. And then threw it away. Can Considine lead the break? Considine and one. How about the performance from Eli Considine? Bringing this partisan crowd to their feet. .21 lead, 66-45 with 6:42 to play. Jared Long accelerates and threw it to nobody in particular. Redfield had started to cut. He was not in the corner. And another turnover created by the Wheaton defense. Can't say enough about the performance for the Thunder. Really not just tonight, but throughout the course of the season. Sure, they lost to Lake Forest 78-75, but the second half defensive performance allowed Wheaton to make that game interesting earlier this week. No-look feed to Considine in the corner. And he'll dump it underneath to Spencer. Oh! A one-handed flush. And now Thigpen unable to bank it home. And Hawkins in possession for Wheaton. Keep in mind, this Olivet team was shooting 52% from the floor and averaging almost 88 points per game entering action tonight. They're not going to be anywhere near those numbers with under 6 to go. We've got an offensive foul. How about this? The one-handed flush from Anajuan Spencer. Don't forget, after the ball game, we'll chat with Mike Schauer about this one. Carter, too strong to the hole. And Wheaton slowing things down again. 5.5 to go. Considine, perhaps the biggest performance for Wheaton tonight from Eli Considine. In the absence of Tyson Cruikshank, who plagued by foul trouble tonight. Here's Considine for three, well short. Olivet outlets Angel to the hole and finishes. Five minutes to go. Wow. Wow. Alioth feeds the wide open dome. Right around the defender now. Angel counters in transition. Wheaton with numbers. And U Vegas opts to slow down as he brings it across half court. 4.5 to go. Alioth to Considine underneath, no. Carter in the corner. And it looks like Sam Hargraves is going to clear his bench. U Vegas comes up with the steal as the turnovers continue to mount. What a second half here for the Thunder. Building on the second half against Lake Forest earlier this week. 70-47 with 3:33 left. Alioth forced the defender to commit before dropping it in. 72-47, long three from Angel. Off to the right. It's Considine on the glass. Again, a very strong performance for the Thunder today, with Tyson Cruikshank battling foul trouble for most of this one. Shot clock at 10. Spencer wing right. Too strong on the 15-footer. Olivet ahead to the hole. And a basket for Drew Moore. And a substitution stoppage here. Tyson Cruikshank is going to come back on the floor with 2:49 left. And Wheaton leading 72-49. Thomas Lipscomb behind him as well. Olivet will clear the bench. First appearance for Cameron Ramos, Ryan Franklin, Thorne Stevens, Spencer Nafzinger. And the officials are talking about something. Redfield, the lone holdover. Andrew Williams with some PT here for the final 2:49. Thunder will be 3-1 heading into a stretch of 5 in a row away from home. They'll have the University of Chicago and Ripon this week before conference games at Illinois Wesleyan and Millikin. Calvin, a tough place to play on the road as well. Brandon Orange, no. Thorne Stevens on the glass for Olivet. And again, after the ball game, we will hear from Mike Schauer. The steal for U Vegas, and he's going to finish. Mike Schauer was trying to call a timeout to get Christian St. Germain into the game. He is at the table with 2 minutes to go. Redfield crisscrossing. Bouncing underneath, shot clock under 10. Stevens to the right corner. Three on the way. Long from Cameron Ramos. Another Charlotte, Michigan product. And we're going to have free throws the other way. As it'll be Tyson Cruikshank. A second one coming. Now St. Germain is in. Cruikshank well below his average tonight, hampered by the foul problems. But Wheaton hasn't needed him. 13 points for Cruikshank, 24 for Niamie Yadom. Cade Alioth with 13, and Anajuan Spencer at his average, right on the nose at 12. Under 90 seconds left. Shot clock at 10 for Olivet. Redfield gets it in. Spin move, layup short from Ryan Franklin, a senior on this Olivet squad. You know, we talked about Wheaton in their youth. It's a pretty young Olivet squad as well in their first season under Sam Hargraves, as we mentioned already as well. Not very many returners from last year's team. Long three-pointer, good. Score it for Christian St. Germain. His first points of the year, 30-point lead. Final minute. And a foul. Thorne Stevens visiting the free throw line for Olivet. Stevens looking to crack the scoring column for the first time this year. Appearing for just a second time. In possession of the rebound, it's Williams. Ahead to Eddie Scott, and a foul as well. Eddie Scott will have a chance to enter the scoring column for the first time this year as well. (81-49). The freshman from Bowie, Maryland, Eddie Scott, into the scoring column with 40 seconds left. Redfield, step back, draws iron. Rebound kept alive by Franklin. Eventually reeled in by Nafziger. Redfield, the floater on the baseline, falls in. Shot clock is off. Wheaton will hold. It'll be Scott to bring it across. 15 seconds away from win number 3 on the year. And the crowd rising to their feet in appreciation as the buzzer sounds. 81-51, the final score. Wheaton now 3-1 on the year. Olivet dipping to 1-2. An impressive victory for the Thunder today, as Wheaton comes away with the 30-point win. In just a moment, we will hear from Mike Schauer, who's going to step in here. Sure, come take a seat. 81-51, 30-point victory for Wheaton, sitting 3-1. Mike Schauer alongside, and Mike, Tough start against Lake Forest. What were you guys able to do coming into this game that you're able to get off to a better start in this contest?
We were better coached. Really, we've played really well with the exception of the half of basketball that I didn't give our team a very good chance, and that frustrates me pretty deeply. Coaches always tell you they remember the losses more than the wins, and that's true. That one will bother me for a while because that was just a really poor scout on my part and a poor prep, which I said right after the game. And we just put a whole lot. We just were better tonight in terms of the things that the 3 days of practice we got. Regardless of Olivet, we didn't talk very much about Olivet. We just talked about the things we have to do to be a successful basketball team defensively, and a lot of things in that Lake Forest game I just let erode. I didn't do a very good job of demanding, holding accountable, that sort of stuff. So I was disappointed in myself. I just wanted our team. This is a really funny and kind of goofy team. Our shoot around this morning. I mean, they're goofing around and laughing and having a great time, and that is not my personality. But I told them in the huddle, that's who they are, and as long as they play hard, they need to be who they are. They don't need to be who I am. And I told Jay Spencer, I'm like, hey, every now and again you have to look at me and tell me to relax, because this is a team that plays better when we're not feeling the stress of the moment. I'm better when I'm angry and fired up. That's my personality, but they're really loose, and I thought we played tonight with the energy that we've had most of the season, and with the exception of me really screwing up the Lake Forest scout, we've played pretty well.
Let's talk about Eli Considine and his performance.
Yeah.
Tyson Cruikshank battled foul trouble for a lot of this game. How much of a spark was Considine able to give you stepping into that role?
Yeah, he is our most talented freshman. Hasn't gotten playing time yet because he's getting used to playing in a basketball game that involves really good players. He has a tendency to kind of go rogue a little bit on some stuff, and so we've been working with him. And finally, after we lost to Lake Forest, my assistant coaches, who are fantastic, really kind of said we're going to have to live with some of what Eli does because of what he brings, and you saw what he brings. He's a really talented player who has the physical ability, even as a freshman, to be in the game, and so I've got to play him a few more minutes. I thought he played great tonight, and when I say live with some mistakes, I'm going to have to tolerate it, if that makes sense, and keep teaching him. This is a team that I just have to keep coaching. Like I said, I'm not the most patient guy in the world, so I've got to just remind myself that this is a really young and inexperienced basketball team, and we're just going to keep getting better if I can be patient.
How were you guys able to turn this into a half-court game? Because obviously Olivet's offense is just getting out in transition.
Yeah, I thought, first of all, we better than we did against Lake Forest. They're similar. I mean, Lake Forest is better and a little more experienced, but similar stylistically. I thought we rushed some stuff offensively, and you've got to be able to take offense against a team like this. And so I thought, Anajuan and Gavin Hawkins and Thomas Lipscomb, guys that occasionally will shoot the quicker shots, or even Tyson and Ye. I thought we holstered a few of those and ran offense, and I thought the first half we got really good looks and just didn't make them. And so I went into halftime feeling like, man, if we can sustain this defensive effort, we're going to be in pretty good shape, because we're not a great shooting basketball team, but we're a good shooting basketball team. So I felt like eventually that would come around.
4 games at home, next 5 are on the road. What did you learn about your team here at home that you can bring with you on the road?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. And I should probably have a really good answer since I get paid to do this. I don't know that I learned anything yet. That I think it's a different experience. We're going to go on the road against a Chicago team that's going to be a little desperate's too strong a word. They're 1-3. They lost again today, but they're really good. I've seen them. They're really talented. So there's going to be a lot at stake for them in that game. But what I've seen from my team is that we can beat people. We're a good team. But our league continues to be great. You have Carthage and Elmhurst back-to-back nights beat Oshkosh. Illinois Wesleyan went and won at Lake Forest today, and I think Lake Forest is good and has a good chance to win that league. So we're going to have to get better. This isn't good enough to win games consistently in our league, but we have the foundation for it. I think we can get there.
That's head coach Mike Schauer. 81-51 the final. Mike, thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Quick look at the final numbers. Wheaton for the contest shoots 50%. They were 61.5% from the floor in the second half. Olivet in the contest, 37%. Just 1 of 10 from three-point range. Wheaton controlled the glass in the second half, really controlled the second half in general. They more than doubled Lake Forest. 47-23 was the point total in favor of Wheaton in the second half. opening up what was a 6-point game at the half. 40-35 the total on the glass. They were +7 on the glass in the second half. Leading scorer, Niamie Adom with 24 points. Kate Alioth with 13. Tyson Cruikshank battled foul trouble for most of this one. He finished with 13. And Anajuan Spencer with 12. We talked about Eli Considine. Mike Schauer very impressed with him. How about this total? 9.6 rebounds. Okay. But you got 2 blocks, you got 2 assists, and you got a steal as well. Colin Uvegas with 5 steals. Wheaton blocked 7 shots in this ball game, and they were able to slow down an Olivet team, holding them to just 51 points. Mike Schauer says this is a pretty good defensive team. We'll see what happens next, because 5 games in a row away from home. This team will not be at home again until December 14th against North Park. That includes conference games at Illinois Wesleyan and at Milliken to start the conference slate beginning on December 4th. A lot of basketball to go in this year. The Thunder, though, sitting 3-1 following the 30-point victory over Olivet tonight. Capping a busy day on campus in a happy way here at Wheaton College. For our entire Sunrise Communications crew, I'm Tim Calderwood. Thanks for joining us on the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network.